welcome back to another video and welcome to my favourite event of every year. I am so excited to be back here. I genuinely cannot contain my excitement. This year's come around so fast and I honestly cannot believe we're back at Goodwood Festival of Speed 2019, where we are joined by some very crazy cars. So I was going to start off today's video by showing you guys around the supercar paddock, but there are that many cars I've decided I'll turn this into a separate video and look at a first glance at all the new cars, because there are some really impressive cars in here. It was just the other day I was going mad over a lineup of Ferraris at Heaven Concourse, and now we're at Goodwood. I should have expected things to be next level. Have a look at this. Oh my god. I mean, once again, how do you describe this? This is absolutely crazy. So all these cars are here to celebrate 20 years of the Pagani Zonda. And yeah, these are some of the best examples of the Zonda in the world. We've also got a few Huayras sneaking in the lineup as well, but this is only a handful of cars expected to be here for the 20-year celebration at Festival of Speed. So I think I'll take you along the lineup of the ones here. There are also some others hidden away in other parts of the paddock and some others expected to arrive in a few minutes time. But we're starting off with this one, the HP Barchetta. This is Horacio Pagani's personal car. I think it's about £12.5 million sale price, but this was the most expensive new car in the world. But it's recently been succeeded by the Bugatti La Voiture Noire by a couple £1 million, but this is absolutely crazy. A Zonda with no roof. They said the Zonda line was going to end with the Cinque, however it kept going, and apparently there'll be 5 of these produced in the world, this one being the first one and the only one I think at the moment in existence. But if you notice, silver wheels on one side, and then on the other side it has the blue wheels and some burnouts from the hill climb as well. But I think that's because this car is sort of a demo car more than anything. It's really celebrating everything that Pagani is capable of. This is absolutely crazy. I really do like as well, instead of having just the normal wing, you also have the lights that scoop up as well, that act as kind of like a little bit of a rear spoiler. A very unique touch for the Barchetta, as well as the arch over the wheel. This is a very nice car, but absolutely filthy sat here in the field, as I imagine all the cars will end up. Next to that, 760 Viola. I absolutely love the 760 range of the Paganis. Taking the Zonda, making it a little bit wider, more aggressive, and adding some crazy things to it, such as that big rear wing and the roof scoop. The Viola I absolutely love, rocking the Raduno badge as well. All these cars have just come back from a rally around Italy, so very cool to see these cars being used. And that's one thing I love about this manufacturer as well. They actually properly drive their cars around, despite these being worth minimum £1.5 million each. And next to that, Zonda Tricolore. This is an amazing car. You can see the Tricolore stripe, the Italian flag going down the bonnet. This is a very unique car. I think again about one of 5, I'm not too sure, but a extremely rare car nonetheless. Amazing to see this here. This was parked up at Pagani UK. I actually saw 2 of them back last year together, but it's amazing to see one again. And here we've got a full carbon Zonda F. Amazing looking car with a red interior, looks absolutely stunning. Next to that, another Zonda. I think this is a Zonda S. You're gonna have to excuse my poor Pagani Zonda knowledge, but I mean, if there's any place to brush up on the knowledge, I feel like here is the best place. Very nice in the blue. This one belonging to Passin, who also own Koenigsegg Agera RS Naraya. So some amazing cars in his collection, and fair play for owning this. A very good looking car. I saw it in Geneva with gold rims, and it's nice to see it's reverted back to silver, which I personally think is a lot nicer. I think the gold rims are just used for the winter because it is difficult to use these cars all year round. Next to that, another Zonda. I think this might be an S again. I am definitely not certain on these, but this is a very nice car in the red. And I just want to draw your attention as well, all these cars absolutely dripping in carbon. Look how nice that looks. The carbon finish effect, absolutely beautiful. Next to that, one of the Huayras that's sneaking in, Pagani Huayra Roadster, the first one in the UK, and I think there's about 5 being delivered to the UK in total. This one belonging to the owner of Pagani UK. Really nice car in matte white with this blue sort of stripe going all the way around the car on the wing. Also another detail on most of these cars, they have the little Italian Tricolore flag on the wing mirrors, which I think is a very nice touch. One thing I do like about the Huayra, the flaps, they look really, really cool. At the moment they're flat on the front but extended on the back. You can see it kind of acts like a rear wing. Next to that, one of my favourite Zondas, the Zonda Uno. I think out of all the ones on this line, this may be the one that I'm taking. I'm really not too sure. I absolutely love this car in sort of a turquoise colour with a matching interior. I think this car has recently been sold overseas. I think it's Japan, Hong Kong way. But it is cool to see it back again here in the UK. I didn't think I'd ever see this car again. Saw it last time at the Dorchester during the London shutdown, but unfortunately the car got stuck in first gear and couldn't move. So I'm hoping that all these cars are due to parade up the hill climb at some point, I think today or tomorrow. So hopefully this car will actually move this time. It looks absolutely amazing. Though the 760 I absolutely love. Next to that, another Zonda. This, I don't know, S or F, I have no idea. But either way, it looks very, very cool in the white. Red interior with some very nice white accents on there as well. And then we get to this brand new Pagani Huayra VR. Now this matches the owner's 760 VR. In the exact same spec, this Huayra though has some amazing additional features over the standard Huayra, like this massive rear wing and the roof scoop. It makes it look so much more aggressive. I'm not a massive fan of the standard Huayra design, but this thing really works. Also got an extended front splitter as well. I think it has the Tempesta package with a lot of extra details added on, and as well carbon everywhere. The carbon that Pagani produces looks so nice. This being their top quality carbon fibre on their newest cars. This is seriously impressive. And next to that, first Pagani Zonda ever made, chassis number 1. I actually saw this car in Geneva. I was very fortunate enough to see it there, and it is amazing to see it here. Again, this car's literally just been unveiled on the lineup, but it's amazing to see how timeless this design is. This car, 20 years old, the first one ever made, and it still looks brand new. Of course, this car has been remade, but still, the design is still there. This thing does not age, and wow, I mean, look at the lineup here. Some incredible cars, and there is still expected a minimum of another 4 Zondas to turn up, as well as a few other Huayras, and there are loads more Paganis dotted about throughout the event. I have never been so amazed at a lineup of cars. This is seriously impressive. But seeing as I've taken you down the line of all the crazy cars here, which one is your favourite? I know it is a very difficult decision. There are some amazing cars behind me, but out of all of them, which one would you have? Goodwood amazes me every single year. Seeing all those cars together driving is unbelievable. I mean, we only caught the end of the hill climb. There were loads more cars, but I was too focused on those Paganis. I didn't actually realise that the hill climb was taking place yet. But now walking along, we've got things like the IE over there, the Agera RSN. This is absolutely mental. It amazes me how this event gets better every single year. Every year it has the best selection of the best cars in the world. and I think, how the hell are they going to beat it? And every year they do. It's phenomenal. This is the best event in the world. That's why I absolutely love it. I cannot wait for the next 4 days. It is always worth checking out the car parks around Festival of Speed because they're a show in themselves. This is a V600 Le Mans right here, and then we have an Aston Martin Zagato shooting brake. Now this I want to draw your attention to because I absolutely love this car. This colour is amazing. Pretty sure it's British racing green, which works very, very well tying in with Aston Martin, of course being renowned for being a British motoring company. Now the Zagato collaboration with Aston Martin, I am loving. As we've seen in the Supercar Paddock, all 4 variations of this car. So this is actually the second shooting brake we've seen today, but the carbon on the roof just amazes me. This is stunning. And then this car as well, with the brown interior. And then if you have a look on the side, by the look of it, this car has taken part in the 2019 Mille, a rally across Italy. And now the back is my favourite feature on this car. The carbon everywhere, all on the rear diffuser and then on the roof as well. This is my favourite variation of the Zagato collaboration with Aston Martin.
Little.
Side for us, please.
Not one of theirs.
So things have certainly heated up since this morning. As you can tell here, there is a crazy lineup of Paganis, literally as far as you can see, all the way over there. So I'll take you through the new ones that have come since I last showed you. The light is a lot more harsh now, so you can really see the carbon fibre weave on these cars. This 760 with an amazing full carbon body with the red on the lights. This looks absolutely great. But behind that, a car I never ever thought I'd see. Last in the UK in 2015, Pagani Zonda Cinque Roadster. This one, number 3 out of 5 in the world. I am just amazed to see this. This is the pinnacle of Pagani in my opinion. And next to that, we've got another Zonda. Again, my knowledge is very minimal, but behind that, F or S? S. An S. Zonda S. Right, and then behind that, Huayra BC. This is very, very nice, full exposed carbon body. And if you can see on here, the Argentinian flag running down the center, as the owner is from Argentina. So, very, very cool touch on the car. The stripe running all the way down the back. The Huayra BC looking amazing with a massive wing. In my opinion, the Huayra is just nowhere near the caliper of the Zonda, but the BC sort of pulls it back for me. It does look very, very good with the classic Fast and Furious quote on the back, ride or die. Awesome, awesome car. But then carrying through the sea of Zondas. This is absolutely crazy. We've got another Zonda S. Very, very cool, classic sort of design, matching really the chassis number 1 that was sat right over in the corner now. And here is something crazy. Zonda 760 Phantasma Evo, coming all the way from Hong Kong in the red carbon with the tricolore stripe running all the way across. I never ever in my life thought I'd see this car, but to be fair, I say that about so many things. The UK car scene surprises me every single time. This is absolutely crazy. This sea of cars is something I never ever expected. This 760 looks amazing. The owner bringing it all the way over from Hong Kong for the Raduno, and then to bring it over here for Festival of Speed. Next to that, another Zonda. I think it's an F, potentially an F, but I have seen this one before. I think this is an ex-Brazilian car, now owned in the UK, actually Knightsbridge based. Next to that, another Zonda. Very classical sort of design. You can really see the contrast in the colours, really differentiates the car. We've got another Zonda again. Oh, that is a running theme by the look of it. Next to another 760. This one's the 760PS. Now, I've actually seen this 2 years ago here at Goodwood Festival of Speed. Now, at that point, it was in a light blue. This is actually the third look this car has had, as it's been crashed multiple times. But now to see it in this colour is very, very cool, with the yellow striping. I personally don't think the yellow works all that well. Blue and yellow, not my favourite colour combo. I prefer something like on the tricolore, more tying in, a bit more subtle. But still, the 760s are absolutely amazing. Next to that, another Zonda S. Very, very cool, with another one here. There are Zondas absolutely everywhere. Oh, that one's an F. My Zonda knowledge is not too great today, but here we have another 760, this one being the VR. So the Huayra right over in the corner there that I touched on this morning, this is the owner's other Pagani. So I mean, if you're owning one, why not have another? This looks very, very cool. The stitching on the seats, tying it all in. Next to that, my favourite Zonda of the bunch. You're going to have to let me know down below which is yours. The Zonda Oliver Evolution. Now this I've featured loads of times on the channel before. It was actually made for a young lad who still can't drive to the best of my knowledge. But his dad, the owner of Pagani UK, owns this as well as multiple other cars, including the Huayra Roadster over there. But this is the pinnacle of 760s in my opinion. Wings upon wings upon wings on the back. Have a look at that. Absolutely crazy. The design is mental, and the tints as well on the windows really add to the sort of stealthy persona of this car. Then we have Sparky's Huayra BC. Seen this loads of times in London. It's awesome to see it. Always making a scene out here. Massive respect for the owner. Always letting people know that his cars are coming and what's going on. Organising some crazy events in London and hoping that this will stay about for a little bit in the UK. So I think this morning I was maybe a little bit premature by saying that the lineup was crazy, because look at it now. And also I asked this morning, out of all of these, which one would you have? I think I may need to reiterate that question and ask it again, because this has just stepped up to another level. Now this is by far the largest gathering of Paganis in the UK. I have not been able to count how many are here. I've genuinely lost track, but I think from what I've heard, 24 Paganis and 20 Zondas, all in the same place. And then, not to mention, there are some other very special Paganis from the Pagani Museum dotted around Festival of Speed as well, that I haven't featured in today's video. I think that will be featured in another video, as I imagine this video is already stupidly long. So it's getting on a little bit in the day now, and it's time for the second supercar run, but not before some of the Pagani Zondas take to the hill. And I'm very excited to see them go up there. I'm sure they will sound incredible.
And enjoy the rest of your day, but as we come back round, they're going to be 4 cars left on the display. Good luck, and
getting on a little bit of the day now, so we've headed to the supercar parking. Usually I come here in the morning to see what's about, but this day has been so hectic with all the Pagani rally stuff going on. But by the look of it, there's still some pretty cool cars about despite it being so late on in the day. Finishing up the day here at Goodwood with a Porsche 918 in the supercar parking. This one, Wysack package, you can tell by the little fins on the side, looking good with the wing up. You don't really realise how aggressive the back end looks with the wing down compared to wing up. It looks so much better. Personally, if I was to have one of these, I'd keep it in this mode all the time. But as a last, final spot of the day, this really isn't too bad. So as you can probably tell, we're now heading out of the event and back to the Airbnb, where I've got to edit up this video for tomorrow because I am daily vlogging every single day from this event. So make sure that you are subscribed and looking out for that one. But today has been crazy. Festival of Speed amazes me how every single year this event gets bigger and better. The standard of cars is crazy. It really hit me when we were stood waiting for the cars to come back in from the supercar paddock back to the paddock, how crazy the lineup is. You see one of those cars about anywhere else and you'd be so amazed. Yet at Goodwood, it is just normal. It is crazy. But anyway, I really hope that you guys have gone on to enjoy day one from here at Goodwood Festival of Speed. If you have, please make sure that you do, of course, smash it a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you tomorrow. Cheers.